Boker Tov Haverim, Lo Mishpacha Shalanu. Good morning. My name is Harriet Schleifer, Chair of AJC's Board of Governors, and I'm thrilled to welcome everyone to the beautiful Davidson Center on the southern end of the Western Wall for an historic and unprecedented AJC event. Here in the Old City, one literally breathes in the sweep of Jewish history. Despite the 1949 armistice agreements guaranteeing access to the Western Wall, Jews were barred entry to the wall until the reunification of Jerusalem in 1967. Since then, the Western Wall, no longer called the Wailing Wall, has symbolized both the realization of a long-time dream and renewal of our faith. As the journalist Yossi Klein Halevi captured in his award-winning and riveting book, we returned to the wall like dreamers. We stand here, nearly 1,500 strong, 70 years after Israel's rebirth, to celebrate all that she has accomplished in her brief history. As the sole democracy in the Middle East, as the nation state of the Jewish people, as the startup nation par excellence, and as the country that embodies both Jewish pride and hope. We also acknowledge that Israel remains a work in progress. The controversy over pluralistic prayer at the wall symbolizes unresolved tensions within Israeli society over what kind of Jewish state Israel will be. One that guarantees freedom of religious expression, or one that embraces a single interpretation of Judaic tradition. American Jews, 85% of whom identify as either conservative or reform, often feel alienated by statements and actions emanating from Israel's religious establishment. 4 years ago, AJC created the Jewish Religious Equality Coalition, or lovingly known as JREC. JREC is an unprecedented coalition of Orthodox, conservative, reform, and Reconstructionist Jewish communal leaders and institutions that advocates with one voice for religious pluralism in Israel by establishing recognized alternatives to the chief rabbinate on matters of personal status, like conversion and marriage. Led by former U.S. Undersecretary of Defense Dov Zakheim, and interim president and chancellor emeritus of Hebrew Union College David Ellenson, the coalition stresses the central importance of healthy U.S.-Israel relations, which is undoubtedly buttressed by an active and dynamic American Jewish community willing to advocate on Israel's behalf and Israeli national security. Absence of full equality and pluralism in Israel, over time, may weaken American Jewish support for Israel and thereby attenuate the special relationship between United States and Israel. Today, we hope to articulate these messages in multiple ways, through the power of words expressed by our speakers, through song and prayer, and most of all, through the presence of all of us here as American Jews irrevocably attached to the Jewish state and homeland, who champion Israel internationally and who see our future as the world's two largest Jewish communities inextricably intertwined. Our first speaker will be Rachel Azaria, member of the Knesset and Deputy Mayor of Jerusalem from 2013 to 2015. She will be followed by Cantor Hanan Lieberman reciting the prayer for the State of Israel. We will then hear from Dan Shapiro, U.S. Ambassador to Israel from 2011 to 2017 and current Senior Fellow at the Israeli Institute of National Security Studies. Our own Executive Council member, Officer Kim Pimley, will lead us in Jerusalem of Gold, followed by Cantor Lieberman with Hatikva. A full program and transliteration for each of the songs can be found on your seats. And now, Knesset member Azaria.